Welcome back to Bazaar. I'm Ego, and I've got one hell of a Dooley run for you. Power Drill is everywhere these days. It's just the de facto best thing Dooley can do, and with most of his cores being underwhelming in the late game, it's the easiest thing to reliably pivot into to have a powerful late game when you have to drop your core eventually anyway. That's not to say there aren't other great late game options for Dooley, namely Robotics Factory and Bunker being the biggest ones, but there are more. There might be way more now with the new patch with things like Thermal Lance and DJ Robot. But this is a run where I was pivoting into Power Drill. It was the thing that was available. I had Ignition Core start. It made a ton of sense to go into. And then I was given the clearest direction the game can give anyone, the Dragonheart. It is just a disgustingly strong item. Anyone who gets Dragonheart with Draconic Rage, the legendary item and skill respectively from Dragon, probably goes 10 wins if they can capitalize on it. And I can't really think of a build better for Dragonheart than Power Drill Ignition Core Dooley. Anyways, here's the run. It's downright filthy. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, now that the Pig Menace has been dealt with, let's get to another character. Let's play some Dooley, and I can't say no to an Ignition Core. It seems to me by far the best one. And with Ignition Core, I used to think that there might be a bigger argument for Enchanted item than any other core, because you could get any burning item and it's better. And because you don't have haste on your core like Companion Core, it's not going to feel so much worse to get a Turbo Enchant. But that's ridiculous, because skills get better with Ignition Core. And yeah, sure, like, these aren't great skills for a burn core and a burn skill, but right-handed when I'm probably going drill in the long run? Hell yeah. Can't say no to that. Here we just immediately take the chest, get an upgrade hammer. I'm not going to use it right away, I will use it by the end of the day. Here I'm going to go Bananable. Even though I'm playing Ignition Core and looking to be all offensive, Duct Tape is just so strong defensively that I can't say no to it. What I was saying a second ago about the hammer, though, is I'd rather not use it here. I would rather save it to dupe a drill. But it is so strong to upgrade the core at the end of the day that I'll probably use it for that if I don't have the alternative available. The alternative being B1, B2, I suppose. It's the only way I'm upgrading this before the end of the day. And since we'll have to wait for the Sandstorm to show up to end this fight, while we wait, I'd like to remind you that if you aren't subbed to the channel, you can sub for more daily Bazaar content just like this. And if you want to hit the like button whenever you leave, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does help the channel and the algorithm. Anyways, by the magic of editing, here's the Sandstorm. And with Bananable going down, it looks like we got lucky today, and we're gonna get the Duct Tape. Very happy to see it. Now, that does make our starting skill and core choice a little bit awkward. It's probably not going on our board day one. Sorry, Quixel, you're expensive to roll out, and I'm planning to roll the shop. Gonna have to upgrade the Ignition Core here. I like getting to save this hammer for the next day. But we are gambling on one shop now, and that's not the shop you want to see with this starting skill. I think I just roll here. Because if I buy anything, I can't take a medium item on the next page. Not without selling the tape. And none of those are good items. Well, okay, burning them should be worse than burning myself, right? Like, scaling this up, I do self-burn myself more, but because I'm putting 7 burn on them and they are probably not a burn build day one, this should hurt them more than it hurts me. Ah, they're a Dooley. I mean, if they're any sort of competent Dooley, I'm just dead. It doesn't matter. So, we just assume they aren't a burn Dooley because there's no other world where we win the fight. They're not really a burn Dooley. They have +3 burn, which is a lot. Oh, cool, coolants. Haha. Here I thought I was playing the game and not just getting hard countered by a completely random item. Neat. Oh, that's so upsetting. Also, his starting skill is Defense Grid, which is worth 200 health in this fight, so, like, I would self-burn myself to death before he did anything. That's so upsetting. Just completely, utterly hard countered at complete random. Oh, the main reason I dislike Coolant is because it doesn't actually impact the metagame. It's not good enough that you would ever run this. So instead, when I get countered by Coolant, it's just somebody who randomed into Coolant and didn't have anything better to put on their board. It's never countering me because, oh, there are counters to freeze in the metagame. It's countering me because it's the only thing his shop gave a man. Anyway, I was probably dead to rights just on the gold defense grid starting skill alone. Really want to turn this around rather quickly, but with a silver ignition core, I don't think that should be too hard. Friend items aren't great. It's a 4 gold reroll. I am going to take the income here. You can be pretty poor as a Dooley. And there's a lot of fights I don't win, which is very important. Sorry, I can't take strength for a drill that I don't have. I can take Immolating Spark, which is much better than Final Spark in this case, so I'm glad I got that one. I think that's gotta be Ayla. If I get a drill, do I sell the tape? I mean, I need something using my right-handed. The alpha ray scaling is truly awful. And Hamlet is a friend tool for a soldering gun down the line. So I'm gonna take Hamlet here. And it'll be faster for any fight that doesn't go Sandstorm probably due to this grenade. And I'm still pretty confident that I just crush Rogue Scrapper here. Because this is just a lot of burn when your opponent doesn't have coolant of all items. And now we'll get to demonstrate that. Grumble, grumble. Who buys coolant day one? That's not even a good choice for your economy. I have to assume you just had like the most awful store of all time for that to be the right choice. Now it is a little bit sketchy me self-burning myself for 6, because that's 21 damage, I believe. Which is, you know, a lot. I have no defenses. I would really like, you know, I could have put the duct tape on board. Just made this a lot safer. I mean, I already knew I was winning. Duct tape's looking really good now. Duct tape's an item that scales insanely well. Oh, it's even a slow item for the Hamlet. You know, it's always like it's obviously good to have been on my board previously, but now with the scrap, it's kind of insane. You'll see shortly. I can take 3 gold or 4 gold or look for Microdave middle welding helmet. Why is it silver? No. I'm gonna be honest. Spending 8 gold on that drill is a mistake. Not only is it undupable, like, I can't do this. I don't have the money to set that up. I have a friend, so I can do the encounter. If I roll, there's nothing I'm hitting I won't. Not that I can afford right now anyway, so... Sorry, Drill, I know you're really good in the long run, but you're not really good right now. We take the experience level up since we were able to fight Rogue Scrapper, which lets us move this over, put this in. I don't want to scale the self-burn here, actually. And this hammer will likely be sitting in my inventory for a while before I have to use it. I'll take the 2 gold bronze here. Loot item is just the highest economy option. I guess the medkit will be sitting here until we find specifically first aid in. And I feel incredibly strong going into day 2. There are not a lot of Dooley boards more terrifying than this. We have Fiery Pickles, Fiery Blue... Oh, right! They generate burning items now. Oh, no. Right, we're in this patch. Not only did they kill my beautiful truffles, no longer can I scout the random encounter altar, but now also you have to deal with people with Fiery Pickle starts just... And I'm dead to duct tape in the mirror. No, I'm not. This rocket launcher hits like a truck. I thought I was dead to duct tape in the mirror because this is actually an insane amount of shielding. But I also have duct tape to mitigate his fire, and this thing just hits so bloody hard. Dealt 288, of which 240 was a skill. Seems very average. But I'd also dealt 61 plus 8, 69 burn already. Nice. I have no bronze items I wish to sell. Nor do I want to spend 5 gold on plus 2 burn. Oh, I get a fiery pit. No! You can't do that. Well, I guess I'll be using that in my build for a very long time. I mean, I actually just like put it in front of the core because it scales the duct tape. Dude, what's happening? Why do I have a fiery pickle? Anyway, the only sane thing to do here... Oh wait, no, Plasma Grenades... Alright, Plasma Grenade was actually really bad in that fight, and I got lucky to have won it. Anyway, I'm gonna take plus 2 burn on the core and learn a life lesson from that. The life lesson is just that it sucks that I have... You know, when you have burn core, it's oftentimes very difficult to arrange for this, and I'm really experiencing that right now. I can upgrade 1 item, or I can go to Curio. Curio would be all of my money looking for specifically Salamander Pup. I'm gonna upgrade this. The rocket launcher upgrade is just 4 damage, 1 burn, whereas upgrading thrusters is 3% cooldown reduction. I'm not sure which is more valuable. It's probably the rocket launcher, and I'm being silly. Because I'm certainly not duping it, am I? I think the rocket launcher gets minimally better by upgrading it, whereas the thrusters becomes an item that you can eventually keep on your final board if you upgrade it. And we should absolutely crush Scout Trooper now that we fixed our board. We're no longer scaling our self-burn with Emanating Spark. We have this Pickles to scale our defenses instead. Just, dear God, giving this core a fiery Pickle doesn't seem okay with duct tape, right? Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be over half health when we die, or sorry, when he dies against Scout Trooper, which is insane. 40 burn, that was in under 14 seconds, since it's hadn't gone off twice. Maybe it got slowed, but still. Uzi's very good, but unfortunately it's not gonna be great until Rocket Launcher leaves. Which like I could do right now if I really wanted to. I could just set it up like this. I think the Rocket Launcher multicast burn scaling, the way it times out, it's just like not worth switching out right now, but this Uzi probably stays in my build for a long time. So Dooley has Kim Snail, LEDs, Plasma Grenade, and Pylon for slow items. And then for slow reference, he has Hamlet, Power Drill, Weak Point Detector. So a lot of medium or larger items. And Drill's a 1 in 7? Is there a common sort? Yeah. There's also Proboscis and Duct Tape. Ah, there we go. It's all the neutral stuff. I don't know. A lot of this is increasing slow duration still. Neural Stinger is like, or sorry, Neural Toxin's actually good. It feels like most of this is either a lot of money or a drill or something that goes well with the drill I currently have in my stash. So I am going to click get a slow item because I don't know that I'm really looking for anything to make my day 2 fight much better right now. And I think my odds of hitting a drill here are actually slightly, maybe not better, but about the same as JJ without spending money. Yeah, that's fine. That's 2 gold, and it works well if I switch to drill early. Upgrade a bronze tier item. Right, I don't have a drill. I took a rocket launcher instead. Woke up very recently. You might be noticing this. I'm gonna go for skills. There's a lot of skills that can be very good. Not at bronze, like it's not as crazy, but this is a cheap roll. Things that can be direct power now. Oh, that's a tough choice. I'm gonna take fire rate. Defense grid is gonna be better in like 8 days, but it's not better right now. Middle, it turns out I need to buy a drill. Sorry about leaving that last one here. Not gonna be buying the silver atomic clock. Unfortunate. So for my last 2 items, I can go Uzi, which is very, very fast, and a Plasma Grenade, which is very, very slow, but yeah, bronze doesn't really do anything, does it? Makes it seem like Uzi would be the better choice, and then we just drop Hamlets for the Kim Snail. Yeah, I think I like that. That'll be our day 3 board, and it seems very strong. Good luck, Vanessa. What do you have?
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Vanessa's got starting gold strength, but only 4 weapons. Pet Rock, Narwhal, not good weapons either, except for the double barrel. And then 4% crit. Her board is not looking too hot. I think I 100% kill her with burn, thanks to the duct tape. I don't think there was ever any really doubt. I do want to see how much shield I got from duct tape, because it looks like that wasn't close. They only dealt like 200 out of 500 damage. But if I click recap, okay, duct tape actually hadn't done anything that crazy yet. My opponent didn't live very long. Fair enough. Like I said, the board is quite scary for day 3. Hey, it's Orion. Let's go get that drill I was talking about. But Thermal Lance. I don't haste anything right now. And it's 8 gold. I'm about to spend 6 gold to roll. And the drill might be at silver. If I had a metronome already, I would legitimately buy this Thermal Lance and think it would be insane. But I don't. In which case, I am going to roll for drill. And it's at silver. Of course it is. No drill dupe for us. But that's fine. It's still a drill down the line. I'm not going to use my hammer yet. I'm going to put the power drill in just to see how slow or fast it is in the PvE encounter. Don't really need to buy Chris. I've already got Hamlet to serve the same purpose for soldering iron. Pretty broke. Not going to go to Sylvia, so we'll take a small weapon here. I'm not really sure there's anything we'd be happy with. We're basically guaranteed taking 2 gold. We should beat Flame Juggler. We're very, very fast. We have the duct tape. Yeah, we'll be fine here. And this lets me check just how good our drill is right now. So, obviously, for the first 6 seconds, nothing's really happening with the drill. And, gonna be real with you, it kind of looks like nothing ever really happens with the drill anyway. Did it go off twice in that time, in like 10 seconds? I mean, that's 150 damage, right? Oh, it went off 3 times, that's 225. That's more flat damage than the right-handed rocket launcher. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's probably better than any alternative thing I had. Like, I think the Kim Snail was doing less.
What holds you down? Think you're ready for that?
If this were gold skills, I would probably roll. At silver, I can get hotspot, which is insane for the drill. But the when you burn poison skill and the when you use a tool burn skill are both available starting at gold. Typically, drill builds care about having skills that do something good and not about improving them with Grandmaster. I think heavy metal is the right play. I think this really meaningfully improves my defenses. It scales with level. It's not even bad in a Grandmaster. I think I take heavy metal. Is there a way to drop this for more status ailment? Because, like, the drill's not horribly slow. I don't know about that one. If I had ammo for it, maybe. Or haste for it, maybe. But not right now. 100 max health versus Andy for potential metronome versus mountain pass. And this might seem like a difficult choice because you have guaranteed reward with low gold versus a shop that could be selling metronome, which you desperately want. But I have been served very well at every point in this game by the motto, see fight, click fight. And now I'll go to Kina, because there's always somewhere to spend your gold. Oh, it's DJ Robots. Not really the build for that. I'm gonna roll off of all of those. Oh, you shouldn't have. Cool, I no longer think that I really care about that. Can't really set this up the way I would want it ideally, but I can still get it to be pretty damn good. I think first aid and getting a bronze medkit's just not anything I care about at this point. So the drill is obviously insane now. I think this is the best build I can get. The issue is I can get a lot more damage on the drill by dropping rocket launcher. I can take the Uzi for faster haste and scale this instead. I don't need leftmost, so I can just throw in another item like the plasma grenade. This might be more damage. I don't really care about hasting my own self-burn if I am permanently hasting an Uzi next to a duct tape. This should be very fast triggers to kill my opponent very quickly. I'm not getting a multicast at 7 seconds anymore, but I just have a 3.6 second burn instead being scaled, which isn't that much worse, but I'm no longer scaling my shields. There's a very real argument that this is wrong. The issue is that, like, with the items I have, if I want to keep duct tape, what am I hasting if I run the rocket launcher, right? I can do with that. So like this, I am losing 40 damage on the drill, and the drill might even be a tiny bit slower. It's probably about the same speed, to be honest. I'm getting roughly the same value out of my core scaling, but it's not hitting me at all. I'm scaling the duct tape. I think this is better. If I want to run Plasma Grenade, I probably need to upgrade Hammer It now, but frankly, I don't really want to run Plasma Grenade. It's just so slow. Drill builds can start off and kill your opponent instantly. This seems like I'm not really aiming for the moon, you know? So I'll move that to the pile of stuff I intend to sell. The rocket launcher is obviously the most burns per second at an absolute value. The issue with thinking about it like that is that it's also the thing that's leaving my board the soonest. So upgrading it's obviously not the right play from that perspective. I really kind of think it's the Piggle, but I'm just going to upgrade the core because I would never enchant the Piggle with random or anything. It's the best possible Piggle. If I'm going to enchant something, it's going to be the core, and having anything that scales off burn value, I want to stack as much as I can on the first random enchant target. Although at this point, I'm probably not enchanting the core either, so maybe it should have been the rocket launcher for temporary value. Who knows? Anyway, this is where I'm at. I think this is an insane board for day 4. I think there is nothing a pig can do now that Cargo Shorts has taken the axe. I think they're just dead to rights. Fixer-upper on day 4, are you out of your mind? It shields for 12. Okay, fair enough. He's already got VIP pass on board. He doesn't think he's winning the fight. Gonna be honest though, if he had set up his board differently, I think he could have won a lot more fights. If he had put the duct tape over one and the Halati to the right, just to massively scale his defenses, there might have been a chance he could beat some like bad weapon Vanessas that he currently loses to. Anyway, how quick did he die? What did we do? 375 out of 800 on 5 drill uses. So we could have gotten an additional 200 damage there, but we got 120 already. So we're only down 80 damage from the rocket launcher, which is inflicting 24 burn, which is about a third of my burn exactly. It seems like it's currently worth. Also, duct tape still being crazy. Can I watch that back? I was really like looking at his board and analyzing duct tape not next to Ganja. So we have a very, very fast Uzi next to duct tape for defenses. We're generating good burn on our non-rocket launcher items. We just hit a shitload of damage between right-handed rocket launcher and power drill. And realistically, the rocket launcher power drill problem's gonna exist for a while, because it probably ends up the case that I find a hotspot or something and I can't put the drill to the right of the Uzi anyway. Friend items might be worthless to me. I don't think I care. Which means I'm going Docs and I'm taking a tool item. I think it's a tool. I really don't know which is the best. I'm not gonna... Wait. I've never seen this before. But obviously I have burn and slow handled. I can get like copper ed for a 1-slot poison. Freeze obviously isn't happening in this character. Wait. Wait, everyone stop. Isn't this fucked up? We take the Uzi out. We can put Chemsnail in to get another piece of multicast there. And Chemsnail's obviously very good at dealing... This seems insane. I don't like how much I have to hold right now while I wait to find out if this build is good. But that is a big weather glass in a burn build. Additionally, it's just inherently incredible. It's 12 status ailments because of the metronome. What am I looking for right now? I would love to find Copper Ed, weirdly enough. Because even though this is better for the drill, I would like to have the Piggles come back in instead to scale the duct tape. Fiber optics as well, it's day 5. I'll take an early schematics, we can upgrade that eventually. This plasma grenade's never ever happening. I'm gonna level after the fight, so before the fight I have to sell something. Omega Ray, huh? And the thermal lance with a metronome now. Dude, I can't fit this on my board. I have 2 3-slots there I want to run. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus my whole board. There are 21 item slots I want to run right now. How am I supposed to decide this? Okay, we're gonna drill build. Put simply, I refuse to humor the idea that these weapons that are eating my right-handed and dealing no statuses could possibly be the right thing to do. So I'm gonna toss those now. Now schematics can work. That's problem number 1 dealt with. Next up, can a thermal lance be insane? Well, at 10 seconds, the drill's probably going off like 4 times and it burns for 25. That seems pretty good. But it's also a 2-slot item that doesn't do a lot of ailments itself. Comparing it to what Weather Glass already gives me, I don't think this is the run for thermal lance. So last up, Omega Ray. Omega Ray is really awkward positionally because it's going to be, you know, next to one of these items, but not both of them. I don't have anything that makes that the case now. I could set it up like this, but then you have to ask what you drop or what you add. It's probably Omega Ray Fiery Piggles. So the space ends up like this probably. And I put Fiery Piggles here, Omega Ray here. That seems incredibly good. That seems like a shitload of burn. Seems like a moderately fast idle. Okay.
You have to leave already?
Well, I wasn't expecting the complete board overhaul we just had, but here we are. And because we cannot currently get fiber optics, and I wouldn't run a silencer even if I found one, I'm going to toss... Yeah, I'm going to toss this. I'm currently well inclined to go to Barcoon because I have so many small items. I'm going to keep it that way. And we crush a Trash Town Mare here. We're actually really hyped about the idea of getting augmented defenses because we have a duct tape. And this should be a little bit slower to start, to be sure. But absolutely insane once it starts. Because, yeah, we have full haste up time now. Well, not if you get pepper sprayed. But full haste up time otherwise on the Weather Glass and the drill. Just massive amounts of burn when the Weather Glass goes off. Good burn scaling. Bit slow to... Ooh. We like those. We take those. Silver tier loot item was +1 shield on duct tape. Gotta be honest, Curio's got a lot of small items, and that's scaling for duct tape. I have no cooldown reduction on board, so I don't have to think too hard about any of this. Scrap is good. Second, thrusters. I don't think I want thrusters with the way my board is played out, but because of the existence of hydrocarbon, maybe they stick around. I'm gonna buy, sell all of the 1-slot items, except for the knee brace. They all have obvious benefits, and the knee brace is still giving me +1 shield value for 1 gold, which is good enough. This is a situation where I would just buy shield gumballs for 1 gold each. Do I want improvised bludgeon? It is +1 slow duration on an item going off every 7 seconds. I really just don't care. I'm gonna roll. I want to be able to afford Salamander Pup, which we hit, by the way. Am I ride or die with the weather glass? Is it too slow? What did they do to you, Truffles? You used to be so incredible. Now I can't scout enchantments with it. It doesn't even do anything. It sells for coin value with extra steps. Like, this shouldn't be a loot item anymore. It's literally the same as a Spare Change, except more complicated to use. And Spare Change isn't a loot item because it sells for less than a loot item with no additional setup, or no additional value, I mean. So, like, what's the point in this for anyone other than Pig? This is just a weird Pig item that is now in the loot category. Previously, at least, it generated more money than other loot and made the game interesting, and you could scout with it, so I got it. But now, like, why is this neutral? I want the Salamander Pup. I want the Eagle Talisman. The only question is, what does the Salamander Pup go on?
Clean up the Bazaar.
I think the core is going to end up being faster than Weatherglass, but I don't know that the core is going to be here forever. Like, if I find Fiber Optics and Isochoric Freezer, it's the core that goes out. I'm gonna ride or die with Weatherglass. I've never been able to see this before. And also, it will make somebody unhappy.
Reuse everything.
That's always an important part of my decision making, is that, like, people will see the item on my board and be like, how did this happen? As for the rest of this, I don't think it's worth my last 2 gold. It's not really my last 2 gold. Oh, I probably should have upgrade hammered the wing. I'll remember next time I'm in a store, I promise. Alright, let's be on our way. We're obviously not looking for a store on our last hour. Oh, it's Barcoon, though. I've got all this garbage for Barcoon. So Barcoon is +4 gold. I probably get more gold than that from Pearl. Boom, +6 gold. I can also take +2 poison. But that's at the cost of 4 gold, and I'm quite broke. And I don't think poison's really how we win this. I think it's burn and straight damage. I'm gonna take the Junkyard Catapult, the money matters more.
The Cretaceous era?
Toss it to make room before I forget and mess up my schematics tomorrow. And I feel insane. Like, it's day 5. Doolies are usually crazy if they hit good cores and good synergies. But, this is like after 7 seconds, I just kill my opponent, right? My opponent is a standard kind of fast ignition drill build. Worst possible starting haste. Oh, it's run. So it's guaranteed to go there. So, like, yeah, there's a little bit of slow wind up here. But then when I start going off, I'm immediately up 40 burn on him. My drill's so much faster than his once we start going. I really want, like, a bunch of wings and feathers for this, and my level 10 enchant on drill build is just so important. Which I can't scout anymore. Very upset about it. It's just, like, a change in its like. There's gonna be an entire video about me thinking that the random altar, while it should exist, it should not be a mainstay of every run. That you don't need to remove the decision point to make the game random. Do I care about upgrading the drill? Because I can just take 6 regen forever. I feel like my defenses are here, right? I'm gonna take 6 regen forever, man. I don't need a temp boost to feel strong on day 6. Scrap is pretty good. I don't know that I really care about upgrading Metronome. I'll eventually hit boots on a Curio. It's almost full haste uptime already, and it will get better as I get more enablers for the drill. So I'm going to take Scrap here, just because it's free, it's economy. I was expecting better than Silver Scrap, but it is only day 6. I don't have to toss it yet. I do. I want the best possible results from schematics in terms of monetary value. I don't see any good reason to fight Trash Golem or Inglet, so we'll go over max XP on the Weeper. Vial of Blood stands out as the best option, Extract second best, but honestly, maybe just gold is better. Not than Vial of Blood. I would give up, what is this, 6 gold for the Vial of Blood? But Extract for 1 poison on the Weatherglass, like, what's the poison really doing here? And I mean that sincerely, I'm checking recap. How good is our build? That's a lot of burn. We did half its health and damage without an enchant on the drill yet, so that's very promising. Then we dealt 84, 96, 104, 164 burn. That was not a long fight. We don't really slow. We can see that this was apparently between 9 and 12 seconds, which is kind of really good. Of course, that's where Ignition Core's at its strongest, but we're not really playing Ignition Core anymore. We've kind of already transitioned to Drill. Oh, that's awkward. Normally, I'd be like, yeah, you upgrade the Omega Ray because it increases your burn scaling. But if I'm planning on dropping the core at some point, I don't know, I've got one loss. We can probably just go to 11 wins by taking this upgrade here. Silver's only big hit is Hotspot, and we filter down towards it later. Oh, shit. Apparently this generated after I took the loot, so I should have sold Barbed Wire. I, for some reason, thought it generated before, but oh well. Anyway, I am going to commit to the thing that's just massively more burn right now. Is there a real argument that... I mean, this goes off before the Weather Glass currently, right? This is less shield, but tremendously more burn. Okay, I'll take that. And it can sell Fiber Optics and Isocoric Freezer. I want to go here. It's only at silver and I just got my upgrade. Do I even take this? Toss all the garbage. Probably shouldn't have. I might go to a Barcoon later. I am going to take it. It's only day 6. It's likely that if I see another one, it won't be gold yet. So I do need to hold it to upgrade. See fight, click fight, stop thinking. And we crush Foreman. What are we up to on augmented defenses, by the way? Only +9 shield. Gotta get that better. Most of our defense scaling is currently coming from heavy metal, but a 50 shield duct tape is nothing to sneeze at. It's just a lot of damage very quickly, isn't it? We are definitely on pace for level 10 on 8. I don't think we're anywhere near on pace for doing better than that. We need to sell something to make room. I'm going to toss the Hamlet. It's the least gold. That's the opposite of why you should sell the one worth most gold so that you don't have to liquidate sooner. Anyway, Wizard Lizard, what's up? I don't really see myself at risk of losing here. One weapon build with a double barrel by the look of it. Iceberg? What? Who runs Iceberg on day 6? New patch, by the way. You can run Iceberg on day 6. Anyway, he should definitely burn to death before I die. Unless he crits every shot? I can't believe this. Let's do the crit math real quick. Also, Turbo Silencer just being absolutely gross there. Real quick, you went off 10 times for 16... I mean, that looks pretty much easily like 50% to me. It's not that far above average then, but Jesus Christ, Turbo Silencer. I mean... If I watch the replay... Does he have ambush? Oh no, I leveled up and the replay is confused. That's what's happening. But like, also, I think I just lived the last shot as well without the iceberg. I mean, he has something that does something no matter what. But my shield values are down because everything's going off slower and it's not triggering duct tape as much. And I would have lived the last shot if that had been... Like, if it had been a crow's nest, then we would just got the crit chance he got in the end anyway. Ah, grumble, grumble. Anyway, we go gold skills. There's some crazy gold starting skills for drill that make it so much better. Sorry, 20 shield, you're not good enough. Ah, damn. I can get 5 freezes to speed up the drill and disrupt my opponent, or I can get 4 charges. Seems obviously better to do liquid cooled. We're kind of already committed to the core. Chocolate bars is not bad in our current spot, thanks to augmented defenses, so I am going to go pick those up. Do I want to spend 10 gold on premium chocolate bars? Health, as you just saw, is a big concern right now. I haven't been in a choice to really make decisions about health until now. There's no big expensive item I'm looking to buy, so I will spend gold on this. Like, the only thing that can bite me is Nufu, but so often I make the decision to get worse chocolate bars because of Nufu, and then don't see Nufu until I have 100 gold. I think I like going docks here. There's not really medium items I care about. The stuff I want is all small. Upgrading this is pretty minor, all things told. It's not nothing. But I mean, I can upgrade it at the docks too, right? It's about as likely. It either happens or it doesn't. 50-50, right? This should be a very easy kill against the Corsair. I have a very good shield and shield scaling at that. What did it hit? It hits my core, which is pretty bad to be honest, but we still just deal more than enough burn to kill it and still have very good shield. It's a lot worse. I think the core is maybe one of the worst hits Maybe the only thing worse than hitting core was hitting weatherglass. But yeah, it's not like it's particularly close even with the worst case scenario hit. Our scaling damage is just absolutely insane. I don't think I'll be using Spyglass. What did we generate here? Oh, I should have upgraded my schematics. What am I doing? That seems so unlikely to be the correct thing to do in the long run. Like, just get the... No, I stand by what I did. Silver loot item is something I can sell for +1 shield in addition to all the normal value. Well, that makes it slightly more awkward to sell for +1 shield. We'll go JJ here. I don't think I value sharpening so on as highly as the possible upgrades on everything else. Do I want to spend 2 gold for 1 shield? No. Oh! Would you look at that? Now everything's complicated again. I think I dropped the piggles and just put in the fiber optics, right? This charges the core faster, gets more shield on duct tape in the long run. Is it possible that weatherglass is the mistake? I wanted to ride or die with weatherglass. I wanted it to be like the good thing to do. I don't like removing the piggles because like the Omega Ray is a lot worse now. It feels like either the core or the weatherglass has to go. And if the core goes, then like what's Omega Ray doing? Without it being at diamond, it might genuinely be worse than the piggle. I'm not going to switch it yet, but I am going to hold on to it. I do have a right-handed for the flamethrower, but I don't have nearly enough to transition into that. Small and large items could immediately sell me the next upgrade. It can also just sell me so much chaff. I'm going to take Aerodrome looking for power or item cells. JJ's not filtering hard enough. I'm willing to roll a little bit there. Alright, there we go.
Your destruments.
First Aiden makes it easier to drop multiple items. So I could set it up like this, dropping the weatherglass to use First Aiden. It just doesn't seem right. The weatherglass is so strong. But I know it's wrong to be in a situation where I feel like I'm not running fiber optics and correct at the same time. There's no way that the end result, the correct thing to do, is to not run diamond fiber optics. I don't have diamond yet, but I'm like trying to envision what the cut is when I get there. And it's not 100% of my insanely scaled defenses. That's not it. It's probably these two. They're ultimately fairly slow burn items. I'm going to toss the Spyglass now to make room. I'm going to pick up the First Aid, and I'm not convinced he comes in, but I can't envision what the build's going to be like later. Solar Farm, huh? Hasting all of my burn items might not even matter that much. That's the crazy thing. I don't have 3 items to cut that is going to be worth it. Like, the most important burn item is already hasted. The core's charging very quickly. I think it's better to upgrade Weatherglass than Ignition Core. I don't think Solar Farm is the way. As sad as I am about that. And we're good on schematics, don't need to think, let's move. Also at 4 wins, didn't check their prestige amount.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
It looks like they are winning earlier than I am, or sorry, later than I am. Shipwreck with dock lines already. Dude, I might just die. I might just not be allowed to play the game. Dude, what a perfectly normal day 7 lighthouse build. 375 burn, by the way. So you have plus 12 burn with Shipwreck, Gold Dock Lines, Gold Captain's Wheel on day 7. Shit, man, I wish my build was complete. I'm still trying to figure out where the fiber optics go. Very, very average opponents that I'm hitting, huh? Alright, Kina, let's keep looking for the fiber optics upgrade. Bomb Squad is never going to be it.
You're listening to your needs. That's good, I guess.
300 burn. What a normal amount. Obviously, I'm not running these two, but I still have to sell something else. That's the problem. I can just accept that I lost a little bit of cooldown on the feather, but frankly, I feel like First Aiden's never hitting the build. I'm just going to sell him. Take my premium chocolate. Maybe I'll survive 400 burn with 10 more health. Hey, we can get Dragon Skill, and the build can completely change course. I mean, I think I beat Dragon. Like, I know I've been getting stomped in my last 2 PvP fights, but I'm not remotely weak. I'm fucking cracked. Like, the fact this build is 4 and 3 is absolutely wild. There has not been a day of the run where I've been weakened for I think except for day 1. Every day I've actually been incredibly strong. I will say that duct tape is slower than I want it to be currently. My burn output certainly isn't. Doubling dragon, that's good. Oh, god damn it. Now we probably have to change the build. And we get the haste enchant for drill. Okay, when you burn, which I can get the drill to do with various skills. Actually, yeah, no, various. There are 2 options. So I can get burn on drill, which would scale this. And that's all I need to do, right? Like anything that burns that isn't the drill, fuck off. That's the play. Oh, but weather glass becomes very bad if there's no other burn item. I'm gonna put the haste enchant on the drill. It's non-negotiable. We don't random here. We have a good enchant that makes our board tremendously better. No matter what board we go with. It's not like the enchant you want, but it is guaranteed power. Street Festival can change how we arrange this a lot. I wasn't really looking for these 2. Stell can give me a hammer and a rivet gun. I don't know that I'd be able to run rivet gun to any real effect here. I am willing to roll for that. I don't want the flashbang. What's a golden hammer? Oh, it just makes my items golden. It's actively detrimental. Oh, yay, we have fuel rod. That's the thing we've been missing for sure. I think all of this is vendor trash now. Like, I don't want a bunch of small burn items with a dragon heart. I want to be doubling something that started off large to kill my opponent quickly. I wish there was a way to test this before the fight. The thing is, I don't deal enough status ailments right now. And I don't charge the core fast enough and the drill goes off either. It gives 2 procs here. The core gives 1, the duct tape gives 1, the isochoric gives 1. This doesn't do enough, that's the problem. I think fiber optics is currently bait. I think isochoric freezer is like not actually that good. I think I need to do something like this to have defenses and time to scale. And sure, I'll be doubling different items, but scaling all of them every time the core goes off and charging this much faster is probably worth. And there's no way in hell I'm going to be playing a weather glass build over a Dragonheart build. I don't know why Dragon's been showing up and giving me nothing but his best crops lately, but it's been happening a lot.
And we'll get you out alive.
I don't think duct tape is here for the long run, man. If I can get dragon skill as well, just be the most dragon build of all time, I don't think it's worth 20 gold to upgrade that. That's the thing. Rigged at silver is very good. That helps so much. Okay, with that rigged, I think I'm actually confident in winning. I'm not sure how this build should be arranged. Rigged does change it a little bit, but I don't think enough. I need faster setup here. What a weird build. Oh no, that thing's double scaling. It's fiery with all his freeze. He should burn. Why did he just gain 300 shield? Oh right, defense grid. It's not at start of combat now. But yeah, we'll burn him down first for sure. Oh, and Gorgon skill. Man, that guy's got a lot of burn scaling. It's quite scary. Not as scary as this, evidently. All right. I wasn't expecting another Dragonheart run so soon. It seems good. It seems like a solid enough item, you know? Going to toss these and take chocolate bars. I actually quite highly value scaling this duct tape. And I am not going Ayla, I am 100% going Monster Ranch. Diamond Wing. Man. I really want 2 XP and I really want 9% cooldown on one item or 2 ammo for like something down the line. I've sold everything we can use it currently. Like these are some of maybe just the best options. If this gland were a cinder, it would just be the 5 best things it could give me. Anyway, yeah, we take 8% global CDR. That seems good. I'm going to take burn skills. If we can get hotspot, we go to the moon. We just won the run. Now, every time the drill goes off, it burns, charging itself 2 seconds, and also charging the Dragonheart 2 seconds. I cannot overstate how valuable that is. There is no cooldown reduction on board, so just sell it. Oh, cool. Now I have a second bad silver isochoric freezer. The second one's completely useless to me. Is the drill fast enough to drop things and start running the diamond fiber optics? It only charges for 6 of 9 seconds currently. Which is not enough. It still needs help, I think. Let's test it. It's the monster fight. We can see if this feels like it's quote-unquote not enough, right? I think the Dragon Heart is faster than the core. I don't actually know. I'll check recap here. But I genuinely think that this might be the strongest setup for the build. We 100% kill Death Knight Reaper, right? We 80% kill Death Knight Reaper, right? Yeah. I'll take an 80%. This guy is not actually a decision point from an optimization standpoint. If you fight him 5 times, you will probably beat him 4 or 5 times unless your build is terrible. So he's worth way more experience. Oh, he just died already. That seemed like the right way to set up the build. I was going to make a whole little tangent about how there's not actually a decision point about whether or not you fight this guy and risk getting crit by him. Because since he's worth so much more experience, the second guy is always going to be worth 2 experience. You beat this guy way more than 40% of the time. To be specific, it's this crit chance. You beat him 80% of the time in like any decent build. So you just always fight this guy, and 20% of the time you get punished for making the right call. I really don't like that crit chance. I think it's a bad mechanic. Or a bad monster design, rather. 10% max health when I am a scaling build. To some degree, it seemed pretty fast just now. It's also a higher start value on the burn. Yeah. I think I'm happy to go Gumballs here. I'm leveling up either way. Okay, let's go Gumballs. Oh, I hate this. So, you can't actually buy 5 Gumballs here on the second one. Because if you do, your inventory will be filled when you level up. So I have to buy 4, then sell them, then buy the last one, so that I get schematics value. The 100 shield duct tape's pretty nice, though. I like that a lot. Oh, hey, force field. Just to have a 100 shield duct tape does not mean you get to be in my build. If I can just get a gold feather. Not bad. So, good luck, Dooley. I think the build was alright before the Dragon Heart hit. Now with the Turbo Enchant, Hotspot, and Dragon Heart, I can't really imagine losing. We're also up 1.2 thousand health on this man. Oh, Turbo Micro Dave? Nah, fam, that ain't it. So we start going off. It's not that fast. It's just that, like, after about 10 seconds, the burn amount is unreasonable, it seems. I really need this at Diamond, and I need a second enchant on the Metronome, is how it feels. I'm just a few pieces short of being completely busted right now. I'm gonna go Gumballs again. I don't really care about what JJ can sell me. The things I need are not available in a normal store. Just pushing Gumballs seems like the call. I also am never running these items, so I can just toss those. The duct tape is beginning to be truly stupid amounts of shield. Again, don't care what Middle can sell me. The damage on... I've got 60 gold, I'll take premium chocolate. The damage on the drill just doesn't matter. Upgrading it does nothing. Now, I don't think I beat Void Golem, unfortunately. And I don't care about any skill on either of these. Actually, Assault Focus with the drill when the drill is charging everything else. Like, yeah, it slows all of my other items. But these other items will probably be hasted, canceling it out, and it will make the drill infinite. This is the weirdest Assault Focus, but I've never seen someone run Assault Focus in a drill build before where it was like actively detrimental to most of your build, but canceled out enough to be worth. I want to get Assault Focus. It's like 1 gold less to try. Ignoring the part where all the skills on, all the items on Property Baron are worth 1,000,000 gold. Ah, damn it. It's still good. It's plus 20 damage. That's not nothing. It's likely inconsequential, but it's not nothing. We still never have found the upgrade on the Metronome here. I will go Toxiclox to try to upgrade the Metronome. Sorry, Thermal Lance, not today. Damn shame. Hina versus Fens. I'm gonna go Fens. Just gonna take plus 10 shield and permanent health gain. We got a light bulb. Whoa. Yeah, I think that's gonna be diamond fiber optics for me. That should improve the build quite a lot. And with that done, I I feel insane. I feel monstrously strong. But the weakness to any build like this will always be one weapon Vanessa. And this is an obsidian double barrel. Does it haste automatically like the last one? No. It's also only got 30% crit chance, so I'm not actually scared of it at all. It's missing a lot. With the freeze on the core, he's still burned down. Wait. This should be 2 seconds. That was in the patch notes. Do I have one? Does he have any other ones? I know Stunning Strike got missed. At Silver, it should say 2 seconds. They nerfed these, or at least maybe the tooltips aren't updated. I'm gonna click replay and see. His first haste should be when this goes off. No, it's not nerfed. Quick freeze just didn't get nerfed. That was a lie. This was untrue. Oh. I'll actually report that. All right, moving on. I guess I'll go 8. What do I care? What do I care? Upgrading an Isocoric Freezer? All right, I care. You got me.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste.
I wonder... No, I can't run thrusters. It wouldn't be right, because then it could eat it instead of... The reason I only want 1 burn item, in case somebody's not familiar with the reasoning here. If I'm doubling 2 burn items, it's basically half the speed, right? If I'm only doubling 1 thing, it will grow to an insane number much faster.
Ugh, window shoppers.
Random portal, let's see what's in it. But I've got the upgrade I cared about. I mean, I'm not going to say no, but it's a lot less impressive now. I can get a second fiber optics by upgrading schematics. And you can tell me, like, just upgrade Isocoric Freezer. What are you doing? And you're right. But it's not nearly as funny. And as I said earlier in this run, the idea that my opponent might see my board and get mad about it is very important to me. So I would like to replace the Isocoric Freezer with a second fiber optics, ideally. Because if I get a second one to diamond, when the drill goes off, it will just charge the core. I need a little bit more cooldown reduction for that, but still. We go diamond skills here every time. I think ideally we get when you burn poison. I don't want that one. But you don't really want any of this. When you use a tool, burn 5, done. That is still much faster drill, much faster dragon heart, much faster everything. When you burn poison, doesn't charge the dragon heart, but it does charge the drill. It didn't really occur to me that grease fire is better, because when you burn poison also affects the ignition core, and I think it should also affect hotspot. If it's wrong about this, this is just objectively better to have gotten grease fire. But I think they're about the same, although scaling the dragon heart faster probably gives the edge to grease fire. Chocolate bars for defense scaling or 1 XP. I'm kind of in a spot where the only thing I really care about is the idea I'm getting 1 shot, so I want to buy premium chocolate bars. We need more cooldown reduction. We're not in territory. It's just a wing, though. Wing's not everything, and I don't want it. I think I'm taking 3 XP. I think the cooldown on individual items isn't that important. I don't know, 9% on this. That's 9 times 9, 0.81 seconds. That's probably enough to change how quickly it triggers, right? It depends on if it's already full haste. It's not already full haste because this is only at 1 second. We haven't fixed it yet. Okay, I think the insect wing is good, but like it's up against Diamond Vial of Blood is the problem. I'm taking the insect wing. I don't know that I need Diamond Vial of Blood. I think I'm good on experience curve, man. No cooldowns on board. I want to sell all this before fight, though, for health and shield value. Same win Vanessa. It looked like they were winning earlier than I was. They're starting to crash out. What do you do? Oh, you panicked and went Lighthouse. Understandable. That's a good Lighthouse. But I think the fact that I have exponentially scaling burn should win this for me. Also, you'll notice that the duct tape is insane. Real quick, let's compare his shielded lighthouse with tripwire, 5 item slots, to my duct tape. Duct tape is 3/4 as good. Now, admittedly, I've buffed it a little bit, but this is only plus 70 and plus 30, right? Like, it's not completely unreasonable to accomplish this much shield scaling. Dude, duct tape is so fucked up. It's so strong. Can't believe this was originally just a Dooley item. You got almost every run. Yeah, we go non-weapon items. I would really like to upgrade the metronome. I don't know, is the build fast enough that it does nothing? It might be. Always take a crypto. I would also like to upgrade the schematics to diamond. You know, won't get this at diamond. Sorry, Curio, I do want to go there for the boots, but I also really, really like metronome charging the drill more. That is tremendously impactful. Again, I'm going to go for Assault Focus here. It theoretically hurts my board, but all the stuff that matters on my board is charge-based anyway, and just coming out of the drill. Yeah, the drill's pretty messed up at this point. Is the drill actually doing more damage than the burn is? 1 second. Oh god, we got it too. So looking at this, the drill dealt 1,500 out of 2,300. The 400 burn wasn't the problem, and you bet your ass I'm taking Assault Focus. This will upset somebody. That's important to me, but also, it's very good for drill, because now all of my items slow when they go off, charging drill. All of my opponent's items slow when they go off, charging drill. And the drill is charging the 2 items on my board that actually matter and do anything, so losing haste on them isn't as big a deal as it otherwise would be if the drill is getting faster. I see that I got a 1-slot idle. Ah, damn it. I was so optimistic. Kev can't sell me anything I care about, really. So I'm gonna go Artisan Dunes for plus burn. Theoretically, this could be wrong, and it's better to upgrade the drill based on what I just saw. But this is increasing a value that's gonna be exponentially scaled, so it's hard to imagine it's wrong. Chocolate bars are just good right now. Sell all of this. 7's not enough to sell that. Actually, it is, because I have the shield skill. So it's day 12. I have 6.8k health as Dooley. That feels substantially above average. It is not 1 weapon. It is depth charge. He's just dead. He will burn to death. It is a fairly fast depth charge, but, yeah, my core is pretty stupidly fast there. It looks like he was at 2.3k burn when he died. Oh, no. Did his items go off? I mean, obviously the Clamra did. Yeah. No. I killed him in under 4.9 seconds, I guess. His Clamra slowed my board, which then slowed him back because of Assault Focus. In that under 4.9 seconds, I guess, I triggered this 16 times. Is that accurate? Did we, like, slow that or anything? Oh, we froze it. Okay, so it's under 5 point... That's a second left. That's under 5 seconds. We dealt 2.3 thousand burn in under 5 seconds. Doubled our burn 5 times. So at the end of this... Oh my god. I don't even want to do the math. Just disgusting armor values as well. Guys, I don't think it matters that I'm slowing the ignition core. Because I slowed the ignition core 8 times in this fight. You know what it did? It made the drill faster. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do. My permanently hasted board has been permanently slowed. I'm going to have to cry myself to sleep thanking you my infinite drill. Again, it went off 16 times. I need to watch the replay one last time. It goes off on combat start because of his Clamra. Oh, rigged gives me 6 of 8.2 seconds. And then I get Clamra for the last one because I slowed it with Assault Focus for the instant start. Clamra betrayed that man. His items would have actually activated if he hadn't used Clamra on me. I'll go JJ here. Again, this is a minor upgrade. It gets haste here more. Actually, no, it doesn't. There's no item I need here. I want to upgrade my schematics because that's how I get the second fiber optics, which I clearly need right now. Isochoric Freezer's not doing anything. I don't think you can get duplicate items from Artist Alley, and I'm not going to try it. Man, I just cannot get the guys worth 5 experience per fight, can I? I'll take Blizzard, to be honest with you. Will I? That seems stupid. That seems like a bridge too far. I don't think I'll take Blizzard. I would be very happy with Invigorating Cold. The Snowflake's also good. He's the most experienced. Blizzard is bait. I would not take that. I've changed my mind. It's very funny. I'll probably still go 10 wins with it. Not gonna have to think about it, thankfully. Upgrade an item. Can't take that. Gold tier skills is too good. I'm probably slow capped already from charging my own items that are then getting slowed by Assault Focus, so Sabotage does nothing. 9 poison on the metronome, 20 burn at half health. Get slow and steady so assault focus scales the drill. I think 9 poison on the metronome might be better, but it's certainly not funnier. And that'll be some more premium chocolates, and we can check what I got. Ah, damn it, it's useless again. Shame. We have gotten a lot of premium chocolate bars, man. Oh, 1 in 3 chance to level up before the end of the run.
At the edge of the foundation.
Damn.
They wait.
Never lucky. This run was so unlucky, man. I can't believe I didn't level up to 17 on day 13. This guy did. He's obviously having a better run than I am. Dude, this build is a war crime. This build is so messed up. He's got Radiant Double Barrel, which really hurts my chance of using any of this shit. Oh, you know what? It looks like I didn't need Assault Focus at all. I might be dead, though. What was all of that health? Oh, you have Big Ego and Flurry of Blows. How much did he heal for? 9.2 thousand. Dude. With Turbo Silencer, which is the reason his thing was that fast. I didn't catch the Turbo Silencer. That's pretty gross, man. It went off 17 times. That's pretty gross. Can I get a replay of that? Why is it quite that fast? Is it mostly just... Oh, it's double charging with Pendulum, which means this is effectively a 3-second cooldown. Look what they need to stop us. Duct Tape almost managed to hold it together as well. Duct Tape almost generated enough shield for me to survive and get 1 more ticket burn to kill him, which is wild. Anyway, let's go find a new enchantment. What happens when you enchant a Dragonheart? Deadly. Your burn items have plus 25% crit chance. I mean, that doesn't seem like it matters. The rest of it doesn't seem like it matters either. This seems like an easy random on the core.
Things are so dull.
I think most things I can get are better than 50% crit chance. If I get something like shiny, it's fucking insane. Heavy's fine, I guess. Probably not a big deal. Haste and charge, shield skills, or slow skills. Honestly, the only thing I'm worried about is getting killed instantly, so I'm gonna go shield skills here and take titanium casing. That is massive scaling on the duct tape. We will continue buying premium chocolate bars, and maybe at some point I will stop getting countered by insane one-weapon Vanessa high rolls with turbo silencers. Been a little bit unfortunate so far in terms of the matchup RNG since my build went to the moon. Reminder that I'd already have won, by the way, if my starting opponent with Burn Core didn't have a coolant on his board. Just so we're all clear about this in case I don't go 10 wins. Yeah, we take Lord of the Waste. I think I would take Foreboding Winds. My opponents will often have 100% crit chance. I won't, so probably right.
To be a dervish is to be free. Join us.
Flamberge is fine. Diamond loot item was fine. It doesn't have to be diamond, we never know. Sure. Eat at fins for shield and health. This cannot level me up, but Kina's not going to improve me, so I am going to take Gamble for health. I never saw Nufu this run. Remember when I said I oftentimes save money and don't get premium chocolate because I want to go to Nufu? Never saw Nufu. Also, there's a chance I would have won that previous fight if I had used the upgrade hammer on the bronze feather that is still in my inventory. So, don't want to talk about that very much. It's a day 14 pig that hasn't died. I'm fucking horrified. I might just get one shot before I'm allowed to play the game. It's in God's hands. Oh wait, it's a crook build? What's happening? Crusher Claw for... Does it have 100% crit? Does it get 100% crit? Okay, we're fine. Why is he winning so hard? His build's not good. Like, yeah, those numbers are big. Oh, you know what it is? Is he about to die? I think I might have a theory about how this man's run went. So this guy's at 9 wins. He's about to die. He probably had good opponent RNG, that's part of it, but I think what happened is that he got really strong really quickly, like around day 5, and started winning from there. because these values are really high for like days 5 through 11. But this does not win post day 11. I have 10,000 health. This isn't even going to kill me in one hit if it crits, and he has no other source of damage. All right, he has one other source of damage. I didn't see that one. But the phonograph kind of is counterproductive here because they aren't even synced anymore, right? Like, we killed him through the phonograph, I think. I'm pretty sure this went off once. Maybe it just got completely locked out. Oh, no, it didn't even go off once. But, like, yeah. I don't know. Pretty crazy slow output, by the way. How many times did that drill go off? I would like to click recap and actually look at my own items. 2.4k shield from the duct tape. Pretty solid. Glad I picked up titanium. Would have won the previous fight with it as well. 3,100 damage on the 18 uses of drill, which is also charging the dragon heart to the moon so that we can deal 4.1 thousand burn with the ignition core, which is very fast despite my own self-slowing because of fiber optics and permanent haste from turbo here. Isochoric freezer, not really doing a whole hell of a lot, but hey, it's a charge on the drill. I was hoping it would be better, but you know what? It can target freeze the item that wins in the game. That ain't nothing. Augmented weaponry for Spiky Shield and Crusher Claw makes me very, very sad. Oh, the Spiky Shield has 100% crit chance though, and I'd been not looking at it because of the deadly security camera. Very jank build. I think it's actually pretty impressive to cobble this together and nearly go 10 wins. Maybe he did go 10 wins. It seems unlikely on day 14 though. This is just kind of slow. But yeah, that's another Dragonheart win under the belt because that's what happens when you get Dragonheart. It's one hell of an item, man. Especially in Dooley. With access to just everything about Dooley, metronome and fiber optics in particular make Dragonheart better, but the ability to have a core that is the target of the Dragonheart that scales and speeds so much based on other things, just the whole feedback loop ideal of Dooley works so well with a Dragonheart. It's essentially Dragon Core, right? Very, very strong build. Do I have a single bad skill? Plus burn, which is exponentially scaled, plus burn, which is exponentially scaled, plus burn, which triggers the drill and the Dragonheart, rigged, which is incredible, shield scaling with duct tape, shield scaling but better with duct tape, damage scaling with an infinite drill, slow my opponent's entire board and prevent them from going off the way they want to, does nothing really to me because all my items that matter are charge based except for Isochoric Freezer, which doesn't matter. Strength is damage scaling on an infinite drill, freeze on liquid cooled on the core, which disrupts my opponents and makes the drill start faster, massive shield scaling at start for my duct tape, damage on the drill, and grease fire, which is, again, faster drill, burn for the Dragonheart, absolutely insane. Dude, I don't have a single bad skill. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 skills, and every single one of them is good. I've never seen a better Grandmaster in a run that never saw a Grandmaster. I never saw Nufu or Grandmaster in this entire run, and that's kind of wild. Very, very good skills, crazy board synergy, only one suboptimal item, very happy with the build. Anyway, after this run, I'll probably go play some more Dooley, because I didn't use any of the new items. I got a sick build, it's very cool, very powerful, very rare item as the centerpiece of it, but this wasn't using Thermal Lance or DJ Robot, which I sat down to do. I suppose that's the problem, isn't it? You sit down to play Thermal Lance, but Drill is easier to find and easier to make a build out of if you hit Ignition Core. Well, maybe next run, maybe in a Companion Core run. But this run was sick, and I'm glad we had it, even if it's not what I sat down hoping to play. Anyways, that'll be all for now. Thank you for your time. If you hit the subscribe button, if you aren't already subscribed for more Bazaar content just like this every day, I'd really appreciate it. Speaking of things I'd appreciate, hit the like button on your way out. Really does boost the channel with the algorithm, really does help, really does matter a lot. Anyways, see you in the next one. Peace.